Hello everybody, this is ponkacheese, or at least my username is ponkacheese, and let's play a game of Catan on Colonist.io. Let's see. So just to show you, I've had a good start to the season, or I had a good season. I was first ranked. Now I really kind of went down. Here, let me show you quite a bit. I lost the last few games. Uh, we're starting a game about, I think, but here I am with Cities and Knights as the game we're going to play, and I went down to 7th place. And as you can see, I lost. What happened is I lost. If you look here, profile, and then click history, let's see how many games I lost consecutively. I think about 3, if I recall correctly. See that? The third place, 4th place, and 4th place. So the last 3 games I lost. In the Cities and Knights, and then I won 1, then I lost 3 in a row, I won 2 in a row, I lost 1, I won 1, lost 3 in a row. So I'm having a really kind of a rough last few games, as you can tell, last 15 or so. But before that, you can see I had a good run. Look at this. I had a streak where I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row won, and that's kind of tough, even for me, for anybody. Really, I think it's tough to get 8 consecutive wins, 4-player games. So let's see what happens. Let's get out of here and let's get ready to play the game. I'll try to keep comments down to a minimum, or I'll say a few things here and there, but I'll try to focus on the game and doing my best. And you guys and gals can comment on what you think I did right, what I did wrong, placements, whatnot. I think that's a good way to go about it. Think about placements are a big thing in Catan, of course, in Cities and Knights. You want to know. Is it kind of going for the resources, the combination of 5 different resources, or is it about building up cities first, even it's called Cities and Knights, right? Or is it about getting the commodities as soon as you possibly can and having papers, the aqueduct, right? For example, I believe the aqueduct is an overrated goal to getting that science commodities kind of going with the 6 of them, right? Because you need 1, then 2, then 3. And I know a lot of people are confused about how the progress cards are given, how that works. And so I'll just kind of give a brief explanation. I used to be confused myself. Before we begin, I guess we're just waiting for a 4th player. But basically, if you have, let me make a little formula for it. Let's say you have, like those columns of bars. So for example, you use a paper, you get 1 bar. You use 2 papers after that, you get another bar. So you have 2 squares. 3 papers, you get 3 squares, and 4 papers, you get 4 squares, and 5 papers, the maximum you can have after that is a top of 5 squares. The metropolis happens at 4 squares. 5 squares is only needed if you want to beat somebody else's metropolis, right? So then the 5 will be the best, and that's after 15. Think about it, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. 15 of those commodities are the same thing, and we have the science, the trade, and the politics, right? Those are the 3 locations that we have that. But when do we get progress cards? Let's say we have K, an integer K, okay? And I'm going to then give a number example, but let's say you have K blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's say you have K. Well, subtract 1 from K, okay? Subtract 1 from K, and then anything K minus 1 and up, okay? So subtract 1, and then that number and numbers all greater, okay? Let me think. Is that what it is? So let's say I have K blocks. Oh, sorry. You add 1. And all numbers K plus 1 and above, okay? Or sorry, K plus 1 and below. If a dice rolls with that color, so green for science, yellow for trade commodities, and blue for politics commodities, right? The coins are the blue, the cloths are the yellow, and the papers are the green. If you have, so K is how many blocks you have, and if you have K plus 1 or less on the die, the red die, so less than K plus 1 or less on the red die, and you have K blocks, then and you have the color die rolls of that specific commodity, then you get a progress card, yellow progress card for cloths, and for the trade one, and then green for the science one, and blue for the politics one. Okay, that's really cool to know that, because I really never knew, and that's a huge thing. Progress cards are basically, I sometimes think a progress card is almost a point or less. It's like a victory point's one of them, right? So having a progress card is almost like having a point. Sometimes it's really like that. Sometimes it's even better. Sometimes it's of course worse. But let's say you have like 10 points and 3 progress cards. I mean, it's your turn. You're probably gonna win the game, right? If you have like 5 progress points and you have like 4 progress cards, you can probably run the thing up to 8 or 9 points, right? So that's just some ideas there. But basically, let me give you an example with numbers. Let's say I have 1, 2, 3, 3 green, basically an aqueduct, right? But 3 green squares, 3 green blocks. And you'll see when the map comes up right here. Let me show you. It's actually about to start, I think. Did it start? Let's see. Let's try it again. Maybe it's not loading. We're waiting for another player, right? But so what happens is, you'll see in a bit. But what happens is basically, what is it? Yeah, you have, let's say you have those 3. Well, 3 plus 1 is 4. So if you have a green die, the top little color die is green, with the red die of the 2 red the red and the white that you sum up, the red one, if that one is a 4, because you have 3 blocks, right? 3, like let's say you did a paper, 2 papers, and 3 papers. You got 3 blocks lighted up there. Okay, you got that's actually an aqueduct, but that's not where I'm going with this. And so 3 plus 1 is 4, and so 4, 3, 2, 1 on the red die with that green block would give you a green progress card. Let's say you have a 2 blocks on the yellow. Guess what happens? A 3, a 2, or a 1. Okay, on the red die with a yellow on the color will give you a yellow progress card. Okay, let's say you have 4. You have a metropolis basically, a 4 of something, right? Like let's say of the yellow or the green, the yellow. Yeah, let's say the trade one. Then what happens is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Basically anything besides a 6 rolling on the red die, okay, the one that actually counts for the progress cards, with the yellow color being not the barbarians, not the black one, right? But basically one of the colors. So it's kind of interesting. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have like, let's do kind of a probability kind of countdown, all right? Let's say you have 1 activated, right? I mean, 1 little commodity thing. Let's play a game here a little bit with numbers, guys. So let's say you have a green, you just used 1 paper and that's it. You just did a paper, 1, okay? You activated like with a commodity paper and you did that on the science, right? I highlighted that little green block. What happens is that's 1 block. 1 plus 1 is 2, right? So if you get a number 2 or 1 on the red die, that's with a green on the color die, that's going to give you a green progress card. Now that seems almost impossible, but think about it. That's, first of all, a green color die, what's the likelihood? Well, there's a chance, a 50% chance you get a black die, the barbarian, and 50% chance you get a color die. Of the color die, there are 3, right? So 1/2 and 1/3, that's 1/6. A chance of the color die, or or the barbarian die, that you're going to get a green, 1/6. As I understand, okay, it's half black and half of a color, and 1/3 of the colors is the green. 1/3 is yellow and 1/3 is blue. If you get the green one, that's total 1/6 chance. And then to get a 2 or a 1 on the red die, that's actually a 1/3 chance. 1/18th, 1/3 times a 1/6 is a 1/18th. Okay, actual expected value is that every 18 rolls, you're expecting, that's how many you kind of will need on average to get. And you have 18 rolls at least in this game. So even having 1 little paper highlighted out there, right, the little science commodity going, you're going to probably get a few green cards, and sometimes you get more lucky than that, right? So let's say you have, a lot of them highlighted to the point where, you have a lot of commodities going for you. What happens is basically progress cards almost every other turn, right? Because think about it, barbarians, and then you get a color die, any of those, you have something going for you. So a third, every round of turns, you get 1, 2, 3 progress cards, and then the game speeds up, right? You have a resource monopoly, you have victory points, you have a saboteur, you have the wedding, right? You have all these cards, the spy, one of the coolest cards you can get, right? So again, I'm hoping the game starts soon, because I just kind of, giving you all my amazing Catan strategies here away, and then without even showing you how to apply them. But I'm kidding, of course. But let's see what happens. I really hope the game starts soon. Let me see. Usually, there's somebody left. That's not good. Let's see. I was hoping I had 3 players. That's why I started recording. Let me see. Let me try again. Okay, so let's keep it at 3 players. CCP, it's real. It's just we need one more. Let's just wait a little bit. This is good. I'm glad I told you a little bit about how those progress cards, being given progress cards based on the commodities, works. Okay, hopefully that you followed. Nobody ever told me easily, so it took me some time to really grasp it. Okay, and of course, an piece of information like that is crucial to being one of the top players in the world. Right, it 100% is. You're not going to beat somebody, let's say myself, if you're gonna falter at the end of the game. We both have 10 points, and you're gonna basically not get that 13. The last turns are very big, and you're gonna be like, oh, you know what? I don't know, I'm not sure when I'm gonna get a progress card. That maybe a merchant's coming. And you're like, what's the chance of getting a merchant? I'm not gonna steal his. He's at 11 points. Let me keep it. I have mine, right? It just depends on really the probabilities, and you just gotta, the best players. You can't guarantee a win, but you can guarantee the maximum, one of the, you can do kind of a maximize your output, and that's a lot of it is the probability and expected value, right? However, a big part of the game that people really underestimate, especially for beginner or intermediate players, they think, what, if you're good at math, if you know all these tricks, you're going to win. There's something called, there's a piece of the game where it's just completely up to you. It's yours. Really, this game has so many elements that you have your own style, your own creativity. I really honestly encourage you to just consider this game starting now. That's good. We're going to be second and seventh, right? There's a style of play, and sometimes you can vary also. You have opponents, but again, one thing I want to mention quickly is I'm strongly against the style of play where you bargain or you threaten somebody to benefit from the game. And you can see my percentage is actually not the highest of all those top players, okay? And I'll tell you, I believe it's because of that, okay? I know a few other players who are kind of like me. They've experienced. I've played 20 years, 20 plus years. And I'm talking about on a weekly basis to daily basis. It's just my favorite game, and I don't even know why I play it so much, but I do, okay? It's an amazing game. It's good to be second here because I'm thinking 5, 8, 10. Let me just go back to the game, okay? 5, 8, 10. Whichever of those, I'll take it probably for the next. Well, let's think about it. Brick would be nice to have one day, but I'm just thinking brick's just not going to be something we're going to end up with, at least on the first pick. It's 3, 11, 3. But I was just saying brick because you know what? Brick is underestimated so much, and yet at the same time, having every resource possible, right? All the 5 possible resources for building roads, expanding, settling, and that's also big, and that's underestimated in cities and knights. And so we'll see what happens. I know some of these players, the blue, I played blue quite a bit before. I think a good player, and maybe orange. I don't remember black up there. I'm not sure how good black is. So there's that, and that makes sense. I'm thinking about the 5, 8, 10 on the left there. I like the 3 to 1 port. I like that blue chose that one. It's first of all more wheat. Definitely blue probably did what I would have done. There's a wheat port and 3 to 1 port, right? Anybody looking at the 5, 6, 9 right there? See that one right there? Now, why am I not taking that? I'm going to take that, okay? Because I want some more, okay? It's a good spot though, right? And there's not going to be any. And if I take it right, what if somebody takes that 9, 10, right? It's really confusing. I would really want to port also. You know what? I'm going to do I was going to think about the 6, 5, 9 actually. I'm going to do 8, 5, 10 down because I need that port, 3 to 1 port. I don't feel like anybody's going for that one. And you could be arguing with me, and maybe you're right that the 6, 5, 9 is also an amazing spot. Okay. It's just, again, maybe the 11 later with a 3 brick for the or 11, maybe that would be the kind of the second option. Then, yeah, 6, 5, 9, like that would be great. But, again, black is risking losing a spot there for somebody putting a 9, 10. In fact, even us, maybe. City on the 9, 10 there, if we're running out of options. We'll see what happens. But, again, I feel like I have an advantage over blue because I'm going to put a city before blue, right? And I had a pretty good spot, similar choice, similar to blues. And black has an advantage over us even because all those 3 spots are amazing. I mean, equally so almost, right? It just depends what happens. So sometimes it is nice to not go first, right? Let's see what we have left. Blue may just end up with not, too much left. And of course, I usually recommend if you're starting, don't play defensive on your first settlement. That's a trick I've learned lately. Do not be defensive on your first settlement because you want to open a spot for yourself to have something left, right? So you actually want it to be kind of like not blocking too many options. So they also have places to put, and so you have a city ultimately also, but obviously get a good spot for yourself. Now, when you're putting a city, especially, let's say you're fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh and eighth, like those, that's when you're being defensive. That's when you're like, I'm putting my last stuff down. I want to block everyone from it. So orange right now can be defensive, and by defensive I mean kind of like that. Look at that, 2, 9, 6. Going down for me, I can only go to the 5, 2, right? The 3 to 1 port, where orange can actually beat me to it, right? And orange did a good selection there. Is there a wood port that orange will go for? Maybe, right? And I don't know actually what I would have done with the city being what orange did, right? Orange got the city on the bottom one, not the top one. It's kind of like hit or miss there. I would probably do the top one a little, that sheep port with. I mean, he's probably going for the aqueduct, right? I don't think the aqueduct's gonna be an easy catch there, and a lot of wood and wheat without any. First of all, no ore, right? I don't know, but it's definitely not a bad choice, especially with a wood port. Let's see what happens here. Let me just kind of play this. All right. So look, A4-3, that's not bad right there, right? And it has we compete for something. That leaves a lot of options for blue, right? So this is defensive time to be also. We don't have any wood. Okay, we're not getting wood more than likely. Let's see. I'm thinking more like the top. We can maybe city up sooner, right? With this, we need an extra ore and block a little bit. Go to the 3 to 1 port up there in case we need them. Not really sure. We can go down, right? With blue won't get this 10, 3, 11, and we have. Let's do this. Watch this, and we're gonna down it. Blue, I'm doubting blue's gonna go over 3, 11, 10 there. That's a good spot for us. I'm pretty sure blue gets the 4, 8, 3. If not, then that's going to be a big mistake for us, but I doubt it. So that's it. It's a risk. Again, we have it. And maybe I should have taken a right, because I may lose the port battle to orange. Even though orange doesn't need maybe a 2 wood, right? So we'll see. But again, blue, I think we read it correctly. We'll see. That blue would place in the 4, 8, 3. All right, what do y'all think? Let's see. I mean, 3 at 11. I mean, 3, 11, 10. Yeah, it's just brick and little 10 wheat. I don't know. I mean, there's the option for 10, 9 for blue, right? And going up and get some ores and papers. I don't know. I would probably, if I were blue, go for the 4, 8, 4, 8, 3 down there. But that's a good choice by us. I think that's a defensive play more so. You see, black. Everybody's kind of playing defensive. Orange had an interesting strategy again. We're the ones that are kind of keying on the ores, right? Like the city should not be our biggest problem. That's what we thought, and that's a good thing we got that happening. So maybe we can get a second city going soon, and that'd be good. And maybe even have somebody lose theirs, right? Now watch us dreaming and not to get an 8, right? Or not get something that will save ours, because we need a sheep, right? That probably will trade it though. But okay, let's see what happens. So 4 is not a number that helps us. The barbarians, I think, are rolling around, having fun. In other words, I think like all 4 or 5, all 5 rolls, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, barbarians all the way through. I don't even know, right? 5, 11. I would take 5, 11, 8, 3, 8 maybe best. That's not what I would take for real. Well, let's see, what can we do here? Right, let's see, let's try this. Anybody gonna do this? I don't know. I would do it. Okay, and they will probably do this though. Yeah, and that's just because black is going right after us. That's a helpful thing. I mean, we need it. We're kind of a little bit desperate. So there we go. That can get, if we use that knight, we can get 2 people, right? And now we can do this so we save our city. City wall would help. Okay. Numbers haven't been really going our way. We're not doing too poorly. Well, it's not terrible, not the worst it could be, but it's not perfect neither. I think some people are doing a little better than us. I don't know. Okay, let's see what happens. And we don't have wood, and that's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle unless somebody trades wood for us, because they have that, right? I think orange is about to, orange can settle pretty sure soon. enough. The 8 hasn't rolled. The 8 is a big number for blue, and also a big number for orange and myself for the only sheep accessibility, right? Orange does not have sheep, and it's not going to be easy to get it. But wow, 1-to-1 trade, that is, wow, interesting. Please comment what you think about that 1-to-1 trade with blue and orange right there. Very surprised. Let me watch this be a 1-to-1 trade. I doubt, I mean, I know that's not, but basically they're just saving the city for what? For a little paper? For a little wood? How bad does blue need wood? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, blue doesn't get wood, but you see, like, I mean, even 3-to-1, I wouldn't even do that. Maybe that, but orange has an amazing city. I would actually do something like give him two wheat or 2 brick to orange. But I mean, look at that. Okay, that's a helpful 7. Blue was doing really well, so maybe hopefully that will slow him down a little bit. Okay. And the barbarians. Now the barbarians would help us with the orange being so strong. Let's see. I really can't do much, right? What do y'all think? Maybe let's try wood. Orange may need this, right? Because orange may need a wheat eventually, anyway. Okay, let's just wait a second. 2, 3. Okay, let's go. It's not gonna happen. Those 4s are doing really well for everyone but us, right? 4s are kind of doing well. We need 11s and 5s. It would be nice to get, there is an 8. It would be nice to get kind of a city on the 8, 5, 10. It's kind of a big goal. But again, the 3-to-1 port is huge for us, and I don't feel like it'll be an easy take. We can get a wood, maybe, from the 4-to-1 trade, but is that really something you want to do, 4-to-1 trade? Like, let's see what happens. Now that trade, if I had wood, I would probably consider that. Well, like that's a good trade for anyone. I mean, 2 wheats, there we go. Just we're really behind if you think about it. Oh, no, never give up. We got it. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do for a wood. We need a wood. Let's do this then. It's gonna be good for getting fortunately a lot of wheat right now. Again, that's a 3-to-1 port, and we can protect our city. Still, activate the knight. There's two wars. That's a good spot, right? Again, I hate those 4-to-1 trades, but I mean, you gotta do something without losing half your cards. Sometimes risking is fine too. It's a good thing they're not stealing from us. They could have, but we're not ahead. We have a good setup though, right? I mean, can't complain that with that city being built and that was so difficult for us, we have a chance to do something really well, nicely here, right? Okay, let's see. Okay. So orange got hit really heavy on that. Orange is got a middle of the city probably without that 7. That's what it is. I think orange is behind, even though it has a good that's hurting us more than anything. That block. A piece you stole from black, but again, I think blue is ahead of. Black is also doing well. I'm going to definitely use the knight. That's good for pro. And you know what? Maybe blue can take a little bit of 8 over there. Right? Yeah, I think. Let's just put on blue's 8. That's a good card for us. There, that's a good roll for us. 6 would help now. And the reason, again, I put on the 8, I know blue can use the knight, but I think that without the wheat, I doubt blue has a wheat. Maybe 1 left, not but 2 he would have probably traded in. He or she would have traded in for something. So, with the merchant there. See what happens. Maybe blue is going to use the knight against us. Then I should have done the 4 sheep. That's a killer spot there, right? 8 wheat. Okay, our numbers are kind of starting to roll a little bit. Only now. It's actually nice of blue taking 1 card from us, and just an amazing card from us. So, right the coin. And just ISO'd us like that. There we go. We can actually get a city if y'all think about it. That's gonna help us. Let's do this. So let's see. There's a city like that. Oh, we can just trade 3 for 1. I'm just trying to see if anyone gives us any cards. Well, he points it out, and yep. See what happens. But again, the idea is I'm hoping for what? For kind of the barbarians to kick in. I wouldn't mind losing a city for. We have good cities though, so I mean, even like if they save it, it's good for us too. But being the only one with a city is a big advantage in CK, right? So. Let's see. There we go. It's good for us. I'm gonna do this one. Even though that was a good city also, I don't know. We have 2 bricks, that's not bad. I mean, yeah, I probably did the right thing. That city's just gonna help us more. But so now we're probably kind of taking the lead a little bit. Wonder if that was an okay trade to do, but I mean, blue having 2-to-1 wheat possibility, right? That's okay. I don't mind that. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's take blue's knight. Or should we save it? Let's not save anything. Just put it here. Okay, I'm not save anybody anything. The point is I want to use the knight to get rid of the 5, open up the 5 unless the 7 rolls. Right? Otherwise I would definitely save the deserter, maybe help kind of slow somebody down at the kind of when they are thinking they already have it saved their city. Deserter is a really amazing card if we use it the right way. And that definitely wasn't the best way to use it, but again, at the point where, you know, my 5 is blocked, that's an amazing number for us, maybe it is a good idea. Let's see. That's a good card for us there, a good number for us there. Commodities would be nice to kind of pick up a little bit. And 7's going to hurt us, right? It's a big number for us. You know, I'm probably going to put in a 5 so black can move it on blue if black wants. That's a good card again. Let's do this and this. And since we can't really do much with the wood to get we can't get the wood to get the roads, probably the city wall would be a good idea with the 8. I mean with the bricks, 2 bricks by using it. Yeah, that's a good thing we put it there in the 5. Now blue, of course, probably will, you know, attack us in the same 5, or maybe even like I doubt that. Probably 8 sheep would make sense to hit us for blue, but then again, depends. Let's see what happens. Okay. Eight sheep. Here we go. Oh no. That's a cloth. Remember how I told you about the highlighting those yellow squares, blue squares, and green squares? Well, so blue has 2, 2, 2, right? And so 3, 2, 1, basically half a chance of the red die. That red die right there, it's a 5, but if it's a 3, 2, 1, what happens? And with a color, basically blue's guaranteed to get a card. And that's already a quarter chance, right? Quarter that half that it's color and half that it's 3 or below. Let's see. What can we do to kind of slow blue down? Maybe like this, a blue card. Does anyone have a blue card maybe intrigued that can't be used? Let's try this blue card. That's a diplomat. We can use it against blue someday. Did we get a point for that? Defender? Oh no, we didn't. That's what happened is let's do this. Let's I want to save those cards in case I get them, right? But let's just save them. Nah, 6-10 will probably roll. Let's do that. I should have just activated one knight. Okay. Let's see here. I'm okay with giving black that city. No, the black is a competitor, no less. Let's see. Probably should have hoped for like a wood, right? Okay, 5-11 would be nice. 5-11. And again, I'm saving that diplomat for maybe even ourselves if we need it, but probably not. Probably blue, you know, it depends. Blue's ahead, but I mean, you know, anything can happen. That's a big card. 6 sweets, stolen. Nice. And with that, think about it. Blue has, yeah, aqueduct. There we go. We're just not getting any numbers that, you know, those woods are there. They're just not for us. Maybe black will give us some woods. I don't, I'm not seeing it. We can do like for 2 woods, give a wheat or something, because black needs a wheat. Black doesn't need a wheat. That's not bad. Look at that. We get a little wood. No? Yep, definitely diplomat on that. We got a city. Can use a diplomat. Now, what if he has, right? Blue. You know what? Let's go upgrade a city. And it's always nice to have an extra point. Not always, sometimes. And especially blue's probably gonna compete with everyone getting a card if everybody has 2. Okay, that's good. Now I have 2 woods. The brick, that's the 3 that we need, right? I wouldn't do that if I were black, but a lot of points. Now blue's gonna use up on black. Right? Blue's going to maybe use this card. Seems like maybe a master merchant or something. Oh no, maybe like a wedding or something there. Blue. Right. So orange. Okay, city. I mean, at night. We're not getting anything. A 3, actually, honestly, a 3 brick would be so nice. It's not, not necessarily common, but okay, that's not helpful. We'll keep the brick. Should keep the woods, I think. We don't need an ore. That's not happening. Are we getting the metro? Doubt it. Let's do that again. I'm setting there. It's tough. Tough luck. I probably should have gotten rid of the woods. It's like 3 to 1 anyway. Well, I don't know. It's not an easy call there. So there we go. There's blue doing that. Yeah. Let's see what happens. We need to go for at least some metro, like the coin one. We're not gonna have much of a chance. That's not good. Alright, blue gets an extra point. Okay, that's what it is. But that's, again, maybe that's a good thing that blue got that point for us. So you can't use like use up our cards. Now that steal was rough. Just stealing our only coin and nobody else losing anything. Okay. Anyway. Blue getting that point is probably a mistake for blue. I think so. I know y'all probably would disagree. I would not if I were blue. I would go for the card. So I'd keep it at 3 knights. Okay. But, that's what it is. So I wasn't, I remember I could have done a 4 knight also. I didn't want to do that for so well. I already was worried I'm going to get a point. Like, I don't like points without actually settlement or city built. That's usually already, even that can hurt, right? Because they can use cards against you. Something to be mindful of. Let's see. So really, orange is struggling because orange doesn't have a city, but production looks nice. The 3 is a big number for orange and myself. Blue has an aqueduct. The 8 is killing us for both ways. It's blocked, and there's a merchant on the 8 for blue. And soon enough, blue will have a settlement on the, right now basically on the, what is it, on the wheat port. Okay, so let's see what happens, but I'm kind of losing. Blue's doing a really good job of keeping kind of lower on the points and higher on the potential of winning, right? So let's see. I really don't like that many. Let's see these. You know what? Let's just get a paper. We need a paper. And then, you know, those coins, we could use them up too, but we need a paper. That's a lot. Remember, I told you there's a lot, like a 1/18th chance of getting some kind of a green progress card added to us, our repertoire. Maybe blue can contest. I mean, black can contest blue for that metro. So I just don't know who's going to contest blue for the metro. That maybe we could have, you know, the cloth one, that trade. Oh no, at the 8 rolls, right? The toughest thing for us to take. Bishop. 12 rolls, blue gets a card that blue wants. It could be almost a good game here, watch. Like imagine blue got 2 metros, that would be 11 points. Well, it's not a good game, but I mean, in road or something, right? Blue can probably run it to 11 points right now. Blue can probably go to, like, you know, get 2 more points for, like, let's say road, or not easy, but 10, 8, 9 points, and with the cards, I mean, blue has some kind of access to 11 or 10 or 11 points right now. See what happens. So the metro, okay, it's keeping it at 9 right now. All right. So I'm gonna go for the road eventually also. Oh wow. Let's do it on the 5. The bishop. Let's take it to the 5. Sheep. So black and let's also slow down blue a little bit. We don't even have a knight activated, right? That's gonna be a tough thing for us. I mean, we could do that, really trade in, but we don't need to. Let's see. I'm just gonna leave the cards. I don't want to waste 3 wars for a coin. That may be a mistake for me if I don't do that. And the weed, I don't want to do weed, right? Let's get that. Ore's not that big for us right now. And we rather use up 6, think about it, we're using up 5 cards to do this. That's a big thing to do. And now we're low on the cards, but it's, you know, at least something that we did. Versus a 7 hitting us later. I think that was a good move that we did, the 3-to-1 trade for the coin and use up the coins. 3 coin. Hopefully black can use the knight and then hit blue again. So twice steals. No, blue didn't do that, but numbers aren't rolling for us easily. Oh well. There's probably going to be a way blue can hurt us, orange and myself. Yeah, blue's going to destroy our city. Blue knows what's up, and so red and I are going to lose our cities maybe. I mean, sorry, red and orange, myself and orange, and we're going to get hit too. I mean, hopefully, man, probably we're going to get. Blue's going to steal from us also. It's going to be interesting. After that. One knight activated and that's it. Yep, especially blue has a metro. What a hit. Yeah, well. It's going to be tough for us to do something easily here. No. We got this. And we lost a wood, right? A lot of things going on. That was the biggest round of challenge for us. That's going to be the reason we're going to struggle having a chance. Blue already having the biggest chances, right? Well, here goes. Don't give up. Now the 3 rolls. Now we're at 1 instead of 2. bricks. Everything about getting a settlement right away went away from us. City went down. Good city. Orange got hit, and orange is a good competitor. 4, blue. Alright, it's okay. That's what it is. Blue played it well. Kind of. And then that 7 doesn't help us, because I mean, we were going to use a robber, right? The knight, I mean, to slow down. Hopefully the 8, you know, that's no question, it's going to be the 8 wheat for blue, but. And the 7, that help. Oh, that doesn't. That does help. Oh, sorry, the 7 is probably the biggest and the best number we could have had there. Blue loses 5 cards. And you see blue had a city probably close to it at least. And yeah, blue only has 1 city. And doesn't even have, has a metro now. Okay, so we can get 4 ores, but can we get, right? Can we easily get a city? We need another wheat. That's good. Got wheat. Oh no, no, blue's gonna catch up on the metro there. Oh, that was blue's. Huh. Blue helped us also, so that's good. Let's try blue. Let's do that. Black could spare. Come on, man. Let's try to help black with the coins. I mean, with the papers. And black, like, look, it uses up. Like, why so cheap, right? And it's not like I'm winning anything. Yeah, could have used my paper to not do that. Oh. And black seems like the row's gonna be black's, unless, yeah, even there. Cut, still gonna be black's row for now. 9, I'm honestly kind of happy the 9's rolling just because black can then almost guarantee that metro there, right? But blue being at 10 doesn't help anybody. Yep, finally blue stole from not us, and that's because of the papers, right? That's a good thing we have the. Oh no, blue probably got another merchant. It's a good thing we have diplomat. There's that. What can we even do here, right? Nothing easy. Maybe do that, and maybe that will help. To just get, I mean, I don't want to steal from black and orange anyway, right? So would I get a knight there? Yeah, not gonna waste my wheat. Oh no, they're getting hit. Hopefully black can still have a chance at the metro. And Jeremy gave away that orange gave away the paper, because orange doesn't need it. And that's giving a lot of opportunity for blue to balance knights, so I mean, without using the knight that black had, right? So a lot of mistakes, a lot of mistakes. But that's a good card for us. You know, honestly, if blue even, like, we're going right after blue, but if blue had a lot of cards, we may have missed. Oh, that was blue's turn. Wait, orange stole from me? Why did orange steal from me? So orange maybe wanted me to use a knight against blue. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of sneaky there. I don't even want to use like my knight. What am I gonna do with the aqueduct? I mean, with the alchemist, right? There's nothing. What am I gonna roll? That'll help us. Like 5. I don't want to roll 5. Blue, you know. I'm not gonna roll anything right now. 1 sec. Let's do this. An extra card would be nice. Hopefully it doesn't hurt orange too much. That's not what I was hoping for. Let's do this. Let's do this. And then that. Let's do this. And that's all we're going to do. They're not going to use our wedding, which is a good card. Because blue doesn't have anything to give us. 3 is a good number. I wonder if like orange is upset at us for some reason, especially prior to us like robbing orange. I don't know. Are we really that big of a threat? Right? Sometimes you just gotta ask yourself like, what's going on? What did we miss? If I'm on black, use your knight. Alright. I told them we would. I wonder what the hesitation if we're using that 9. Well, that 9 is a good thing. Again, I'm hoping for that 9 to blue for black to get. I don't think black's having a big chance over us even. But I mean, it's hard to block blue, isn't it? And no, we're just not getting our numbers at all. How did we get 8 points? Oh no, did we get a victory point? We got 2 victory points. Terrible. Now we can't even use our wedding on both people, right? Maybe we should roll a 5. With a kind of a 2 there, you know, maybe we get a progress card as we do it. Blue hasn't won yet. Metro better not take the coin one. I'm gonna fight for it. You know, hopefully the blue now may not win if blue doesn't get that metro. Huh? We may actually have to get a wedding on that. Now let's see. We'll do this. Let's do a 5. Like this. The red die, we're gonna put it at a 2. See, 2 is like a 1, very similar. I don't know. I don't feel like giving. I think we should do it. Lighting card, and then we're gonna get 9 points if we do the city anyway. I'm actually thinking about city. That's a good card for us, actually, right? Well, not that we can settle anywhere anyway. Let's see. That's okay. Let's do this here. Should we go for the production? I think we should go for coins, or so. Okay. Stop. Let's continue. This is not an easy thing. If blue gets that metro, right? The 10 rolled, got a coin, 2 ores. So hopefully black can get at least the paper one. But it's game regardless if blue even gets one of them. By the time it gets to the blue's turn with 4 progress cards, it's game. And when a merchant, I don't know. Blue may not have another merchant. Oh no, black didn't do the right thing. Could have gotten papers, I'm sure. Oh well. If nothing else, black could have gotten 2 papers from that trade, right? Oh well. You know, that's probably the best. I mean, not even to spite orange. I mean, that's the best number that could roll. So maybe the robber goes in the 8 wheat, and blue loses 1 card. I mean, maybe any card blue gets right now is big. Just why do you put in the 4 sheep? What's going on with orange? Right? I mean, that's a good card that's a good number to roll. I don't know. Does blue have a game? Not feeling it, but maybe. Maybe a road, right? If he has like a road building. I mean, road buildings, probably 1 road building. Let's see, 1, 2, 6, 7. I don't know. Blue's gonna have to struggle for the road, I think. Alright. Settlement, maybe. Can blue get more than 12 points? I'm not sure. We're stuck in there without, just need a city and a metro, right? It's the only thing that's going to help us. And a merchant would be nice. Then we can get the win. If we get the coin metro, like 5s a few times, right? That'd be nice. We have a chance, right? Like the possibility is, again, metro, city, right? We have 1 city option left, and merchant. And it seems like we may have a chance if blue's not really winning this game yet, right? It's a good thing we have a potential, at least. So we could basically, anybody have a coin? Let's see. Let's try to go for ask for the coin before blue gets it. Before, yeah. We really need a coin. This is not a joke. Let's see. Gotcha. They don't have. Okay. Let's see. We can't do much about that then. Let's see. What can we do? We'll just get rid of our road, I guess. Let's do that. And blue's also doing really well. And black, that card, I mean black, right? So I mean, black's not winning this, I don't think. But, there we go. 12 points at least. Something. I mean, we can't help black, right? I mean, 7 would be the best thing we can gather. Just like it's a chance. I don't know if we have a chance, but a 7 may at least help slow down blue. 6 is at least blue doesn't get an easy, 8 or something. And we're lucky blue didn't get an 8 yet. That's a good card for us. But again, that's probably game. I don't know, it's hard to imagine how it's not. Think about it. Blue gets a city easily, 2 cities easily. Oh yeah, blue has the blue metro, right? That's it. The one that we should have had. We're hoping for. Doesn't even like blue can get 14 points right now. It's settlement on the metro. Yeah, it's a good game. Hopefully you learned something along the way. And it's okay, losing is alright. That's what it is. Can't win every game, right? But so, the streak of losses, man. I'm having a rough kind of last game streak, but that's alright. That's what it is. Yeah, blue has it already, but just kind of having some fun with that. Alright, and that's it. If you're interested in seeing the resources, the overview, there's kind of the overview of what happened. There's the dice stats, resource stats, cards, dev stats, sand revenue, resource stats right there. That's, people like to see that, right? So we had a struggle with getting, you see that the total resource income, right? We lost a lot. Not really. We lost the less of the sevens, right? But so, I mean, we did well. We could have had it. We could have had it. We had a chance, but we were always behind a little bit, right? So it's okay. Nice playing, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that.